Asha wanted to become a mother, but she rebelled after hearing what the doctor said. The doctor had said that she was heading towards menopause, but she was only 32. Don't measure my identity by my feminine qualities. It is just a part of my being. There is a lot more to see in life. I am ready for all that. Today at the party, everyone was praising my complexion. Nayana said, Sister, your age is moving in reverse gear. You can't say that you have a 4-year-old daughter. Sukanya also laughed and said, You can't tell your age by your skin. This is the magic of Santur soap. Everyone laughed again and Akanksha Akka's drawing room echoed. I too was smiling and enjoying all the compliments. A 32-year-old woman of average complexion. Ever since I started working, my hands have been a little freer. I have started paying more attention to my maintenance or my beauty. As a result, in just 2 years, I have started looking like a younger sister. My name is Asha. I teach primary students in a private school. Before marriage, I was as thin as a stick. I used to go to the parlor just to get my hair cut. Because at that time, girls did not think it was very good to go to the parlor. The hair was clearly visible on the eyebrows and above the lips. However, I never touched the mustache or eyebrows because I was a good girl. Even the clothes were a little oversized for me. Because my attitude was to hide my thin body. In such a state, I failed the bride test 10 times. My husband Manu somehow benefited from this relationship. He liked me the moment he saw me. By the way, don't think that Manu is a hero. He is also an ordinary person like me. But in this country, a boy who earns well has a price. I was also happy. I got facial bleach waxing done for the first time. I got clothes sewn according to my body measurements. It would not be wrong to say that I looked very beautiful at the wedding. The mirror and my friends also said the same. After marriage, Manu and his family gave me wings of love and trust. On the strength of that, I started floating in the sky. Manu was an SDA in a state government department. However, he never restricted my expenses. I used to go to the parlor every month, and whenever I got a new design dress, I would buy it without fail. Within 2 years, Deepika brought me the joy of motherhood. Only, along with that, the responsibilities and expenses also increased. As per Manu's advice, I tried for a job. I got a teaching job in a renowned school. Her grandparents were there to take care of Deepika. A new chapter of life had begun for me in life. A chance to experience freedom in the truest sense, a chance to get to know my own being. In the beginning, I felt nervous about every task. Every work in school had to be done on a laptop. The computer course I had done a long time ago was now useful. A month passed with stress and learning new things. As soon as the first month's salary arrived, the clouds of stress and uncertainty moved aside. I started seeing life in a new way with new friends. To be honest, everything went on well. Today, at the function held at Manu's sister's house, we were enjoying all these compliments. I was also thanking fate for blessing me with such a good family. I was very tired at night and was trying to sleep. Meanwhile, Manu was preparing to come near me. Then I said in an equally humble voice, Manu, I don't feel like it. It's been more than 10 days. I have not had a date yet. Manu was happy and said, Congratulations, Deepika can have a brother or sister. Mom and dad's wish will come true. I pushed Manu's hand back and said, You know, I don't want a second child right now. Otherwise, my confirmation will be missed. Manu nodded lovingly and said, This is all happening due to stress. Come, I will massage your head with oil. Just like that, 10 days passed. I took a pregnancy test using a pregnancy kit available in the market. The result came negative. On Sunday, Manu and I went to the doctor. The doctor listened to everything I said and asked me to get some tests done. The report came on Tuesday. Worry lines appeared on the doctor's forehead after seeing the report. The doctor took off his glasses and said in a friendly but serious tone, "All these reports point towards premenopause. You have premature ovarian failure," he said. I didn't understand why and how this storm had come into my life. Till now, I had been a perfect woman. Till now, I had not fully utilized my womanhood. My body was heading towards menopause, and that too at the age of 32. I could not even believe it. At this age, many girls don't even get married. With a broken heart and a half dead body, I came home with Manu. My mother in law and my uncle were looking at Manu with very longing eyes. They were waiting with the desire to hear some happy news. Meanwhile, Manu said nothing special. As I asked Manu, "Why did you lie? Why will I become a mother again? Why didn't you say no?" A wave of intense pain attacked me. Earlier, I had no desire to become a mother, but now I was struggling to know that I would never be a mother again. What bothered me most of all was some kind of emptiness, a feeling of loss. The identity of my being a woman was slipping away from me, that too at the age of 32. When I had not left my room in the evening, my mother in law came into my room. I was disturbed to see her. When she turned her head very lovingly and asked me, I could not help myself. I told her everything while crying. She left the room without saying anything. I didn't expect such a reaction from her. I could not give her another granddaughter or grandson. No, why should I owe her anything? Thinking about all this, I started crying and feeling uneasy. Why was I sweating so much? Why was I so irritable? I now began to understand why Manu's company was so difficult for me. I linked all this to my daily stress, but the real reason was premenopause. The next day, when I went to school and told my closest colleague about this, he could see a mixture of worry and pity in his eyes, but he smiled and said, "Good choice. From now on, you will save the cost of buying sanitary pads every month." I was feeling sympathy everywhere. Oh my god, this situation should not have come to this at such a young age. How will you handle your husband? Look, Asha, it is good that you go to the gym immediately because at this stage you will gain weight quickly. If knee pain starts now, it will be difficult, so you should take hormone replacement therapy. My head was spinning like a wheel. My beloved husband, who used to long to come near me every day, had not even come near me for 15 days. I know the reason for that. He also knows that I do not give him pleasure. He is dragging me along. If I want to say something, he will tell me immediately, "What is the use of crying now? Just be the way you are now. Accept it and move on." How can I tell him what I think? I feel like I have become barren before I can even get pregnant. It is very difficult for my mind to accept it. I feel like my youth has come and gone very quickly. It comes after the age of 47, 48, but it has come in my life 17 to 18 years ago. I started thinking that I am not physically but mentally weak. Manu had confined himself to a certain limit. Was he working on his laptop all day? Mother in law did not say anything. But I felt that she was not happy with me, or was it my illusion? It had been 1 month. I had made up my mind that this was my life from now on. I used to look at myself in the mirror. I wondered if there were any wrinkles around me. I was afraid to walk fast. I did not want to fall and break my bones. I had heard that bones become weak very quickly after menstruation. After 1 month, I went to school today, ready. I felt a sense of admiration in the eyes of men. I felt very comfortable. I still felt that I had not lost my beauty. Today, my mind was at peace. So I took Deepika to the park. Mother in law smiled at me and said, "Like this, if you are silent, the whole house will be silent. Life is all about ups and downs, right? Keep your mind calm and find a solution to the problem." I said in a cold voice, "But mother in law, if there is no solution to this..." She smiled and said, "That means there is no problem." Manu still had not come home even at 10 p.m. Today, as he was coming, I stopped him and asked, "Do you remember that you have a family?" "Yes, I remember very well. There is a family and a weak minded wife who cries," Manu said sarcastically. I stood there and started looking at Manu. Where did that love and persuasive mind go? Is the relationship between a woman and a man limited to the body only? I could smell sweat from my body, so I went to take a bath. I started looking in the mirror like crazy again. There is still a lot of sweat on my body. But after 3 to 4 years, the body can lose its beauty. Then the estrogen hormone production process may have stopped. When I came out, Manu was in a deep sleep. Then I wanted to say, Manu, I need you very much. Don't leave me alone. Today, Manu came home very late again, but today, without saying anything, I set a plate for him for dinner. While eating, Manu said, I need to discuss something important with you. Let's go out for dinner tomorrow. My chest started beating loudly. Is Manu getting close to someone else? If yes, I will agree to it. I have no right to take away their happiness. The whole night was spent in that dream. In the morning, I got ready. The next day, Manu came home on time. Then the car that left our house stopped right in front of a big building. When he went up in the lift, I realized that it was a counselor's office. I looked at Manu. Manu held my hand and took me inside. There was a beautiful and knowledgeable woman there. Manu introduced me to her. Then, looking at me, he said, Asha, you talk to her. I will be back in a moment. I told the counselor everything that was on my mind. He listened to me without saying anything. Then he said to me, Asha, before you become a woman, you were a man. Your identity, your existence is not limited to femininity alone. It is true that you have to go through this phase a little earlier than everyone else. But with such a change in diet, some exercise, your life will get on the right track. This is a new chapter in life. Realize this, accept it, move forward with a smile, he said. After a while, Manu came there. After that, we were going to enjoy dinner together after a long time. Manu was looking at me lovingly. I said to him in a soft voice, Tell me what you wanted to say. Listen carefully. Don't interrupt in the middle of a conversation. You are an important chapter in my life. You are a woman and I am a man. That is how society has bound us in the bonds of marriage. But in my eyes, you are not just a woman. You are also my strength. If I am struggling with any problem, will you leave me alone or stand with me? He asked. I would like to stand with you, but you have kept me so far away from you. You have gathered so many negative energies around me that I could not help you even if I wanted to. Tears welled up in my eyes. Will you keep me away from you? Manu laughed at that. Mad, I keep some distance from you because of your habit of crying, not because of you. It is a phase of life. If it is something that is used too much, let us both save it together. You are not just a body, you are a landmark beyond that. You don't have to stand on the speed brake, but if you walk carefully, you will easily save it, he said. One thing was also clear to me from Manu's words: how to find a solution to the problem was more important than how it happened. Today, 3 years have passed since those words. I am still going through the end of my period. With the advice of the doctor and the right diet, the problem has been solved to a large extent. Now my weight is less than before. My skin is also glowing. I changed my entire diet to prepare myself for menopause. I accepted myself for who I am. As I followed this mindset, everything changed. My identity changed. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the notification whenever a new video is uploaded.